process we've been working on the documentary part for at least 7 months now. Like hardcore. We got to go to Chicago. That was very nice opening doors. We got to speak to the original dev team. We got to speak to additional people like Eugene Jarvis, Ryder Sharp. You can see interviews with them as well as other people that are notables in the World Combat community who really helped shine a light on what makes this franchise so special. Yeah, it's been a great pleasure on that interview. I think we interviewed almost 25 different people. We have about 3 hours of new documentary videos. It's a lot that we've never included in any of our confidential. Oh my god! So, we already have over the level of World Combat fans. There's a lot of immense amount of content and stuff to go through and interviews to watch for sure. Cool. So, yeah, find out one of our next find out later this year. We're now pre-orders to get all the digital we talked about. December. The collection consists of MK 1, 2, 3, 4. There are some additional that we've announced. And then just the gamers still need to have a lot of the versions, some handheld versions, one of the MK 1 Game Boy edition. That will be on the collection. So it is a huge collection of games. So yeah, all the documentary material that you spoke about. And it'll come out later this year. Yeah. And lastly, obviously, we're adding a lot of quality life improvements to these games. For all of you fans, access to the Switch settings, access to all the easy hidden menus and secrets that would normally use your folks, seller, or whatever. You can still do that, but we don't want a situation where fans, especially casuals, have to say, oh, what's the deal with Reptile or Combat? How do I play Reptile? You can learn how to play in the collection, but then you can also just go to the options of Combat, flip the switch and says, I want to play as Reptile, then you'll jump into Reptile. It's basically no more stops. We want each of the games collection to have all the features and accessibility for fans of all types. And so that when you finish and go through the collection, you really have a deeper and full understanding of all of these games, and obviously the early years of Mortal Kombat. Sweet. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Well, we got some new information. I'm really excited to bring this into. I feel like I was trying to buy some from right there. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, I thought it was on this one. Thanks, sir. Damn, I was really hoping that they would have given us confirmation on that, Xbox September 30th leak. Them saying later this year makes me think that it could wind up being December, which, again, saves me money buying digitally the more you buy this game on every fucking console on demand. So, 3 hours of interviews is fucking nuts. That is fucking nuts. Anyways, guys, there you go. That's the full panel. 17 minutes. Unfortunately, the last one probably cut us, a little bit short. No bias, no talking, which is kind of depressing. Not gonna lie, but shout out to Stephen Frost and the guys over at Digital Flips. This is a good hand. These are the guys to really, I think, do it the right way. They're the OGs. They're the trailblazers when it comes to emulating all these classics and reproducing them and re-releasing them. So I'm excited. I'm more excited now than I was before this panel. Yeah, man. There you go. What do y'all think of this? What are you buying? I sound like the guy from Resident Evil 4. I love you all. Until next time. See you later. If you want to see the full runs out of all the editions, I uploaded that group. Not everything can be a W. Sometimes you gotta have a few L's. Hey, what's up? It's Dynasty on this Saturday afternoon. Give you guys a bunch of news in regards to the World Combat Legacy Collection. Obviously, it seems like every single day we have new information about the collection. Today's no different. Sadly, a lot of this information is bad news. I say it because it's true. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I guess someone's got to carry the title. A lot of this information is actually coming from the Rexer show there on the ground floor at EVO yesterday, late last night. Posted a video interviewing one of the employees at Digital Eclipse, and that full interview link is down below. And this video is going to break down pretty much everything I think of notes worth talking about. That's not to say you should check out the full interview though, because again, just be focusing in on a lot of the things I think are definitely worth mentioning. It's a great interview. Go show Rexer some love again. I think this will show you guys a layman summarized version of the information in this video. We're talking about, for starters, it seems like we're getting a digital launch before the physical launch, which is what I'm saying. Over the past 24 hours, it seems like the September 30th date is legit, and if the physicals will probably be dropping in December. Now, in regards to crossplay is probably not going to be there at launch, but it's something that they're working to get done after launch. As for things like, like the online lobby aspect, something that we've been paying them in recent games like Mortal Kombat 1, though it's not been entirely shut down, it kind of seems like if they're going to be there, again, they're probably not going to be there at launch, which is kind of depressing. In regards to the PS2 era games, 3D era games, just like Stephen Frost was kind of alluding to a few weeks ago in his interview with Fates, seems like they're probably not going to be featured in this collection. Now, again, I'm going to talk more about this stuff in depth. Before I do, you guys have the drill by now. It takes you a second. Drop a like on the video. My bad for just showing the trilogy trailer on repeat in the background. It's the newest thing we got. A lot of you guys begged and begged and begged for trilogy, so guess what? You got to look at it now. Or you can open another tab. Okay. So, without further ado, I'm trying to see you guys all the news from, again, EVO over the last 24 hours. Now, kicking things off, the digital release being the thing that happens first. Now, again, straight up, was asked in this interview, I'm sorry, from the description.
Nighttime in Japan.
Sure
Good morning to you.
And was also reiterated that the September release date isn't out of question, that we should find out very soon. For now, though, fall 2025. For better or worse, guys, it really does seem like if you're ordering physical from Atari, like it's run, even GameStop, the physicals are dropping in December. It really does seem like September 30th is digitally. Again, not official, but this interview made it seem like that's probably the case. Which kind of breaks my heart because I don't want to buy the game digital if I'm going to be buying it for 4 consoles physical. Like, it's the worst thing gaming going on right now. Digital works is what I hate it. I hate so much and stuff before the next thing. So give me the bad news that you extracted from this interview in particular. Crossplay, yeah. Clear cut confirmation. Crossplay is not really there for launch, which is a bummer because going back to recently Mortal Kombat 1, I think it's almost a year to get crossplay on MK1. It sucks that again, another Mortal Kombat's coming out, and it's not going to have crossplay from the jump. Now, this is the more or less actual quotes. We're probably not going to add it at launch, mainly because there's a lot of certification stuff that you have to do with platforms to get that done. It's something that we definitely want to do. Like, it's very high on our list because it fits our profile. We're trying to do it for a game, which is trying to get you to connect with your friends as easy as possible, no matter what they're on. Enjoy this game the way you used to enjoy it. I would say not at launch, but it is like literally the next thing on our list that we want to try to look into on getting ready to go, and that really is just us doing the work on getting it through platforms. So it could be worse. They do sound kind of confident in this being something that's sooner rather than later. It's just unfortunate. Ultimately, it is, yeah, man. No, by the same possibility, God forbid, something drastically bad happens and they just never implement this. That would be hard. So, yeah, there's your update. Seems like digital first, seems like no crossplay at launch. It was confirmed that most of your fight sticks should be working with the legacy collection, which is a big thumbs up. Now, in regards to like the online matchmaking aspect, apparently they're currently working on just using like a filter similar to Mortal Kombat 1, where you can select if you want to fight people who are wired only, so you can make sure the Wi-Fi does not give you a hard time of playing online. I believe they also reiterated they're trying to show connection strength as well. You'll be able to select location, which makes me think that they're probably going to have like server regions you can select, like you see in the live games 2025. So again, I'm assuming most of that stuff is going to be at launch, or maybe right after launch, along with an crossplay. Maybe you're going to have like a whole patch update in regards to the online that gives you all this stuff. I'm just glad that they're aware it's something that's in demand from the player base. Now, when it comes to the PlayStation 2 games, again, it's not going to happen, guys. I keep saying it. Some of y'all just don't want to drop it, not yet. You didn't shoot down the idea of this having DLC. You actually like reference the previous digital Eclipse Atari games where they've had lengthy DLC over time. But ultimately, it depends on the success of this legacy collection. Again, just reiterating what Stephen Frost said a couple weeks ago. So ultimately, I think they wanted to do all that. But right now, if they did all of that, it would be way too much work. He actually kind of goes in depth and talks about how it would really take a lot for them to actually emulate those PlayStation 2 games, Xbox games, GameCube games. So it really didn't seem likely. But again, he kept saying, like, never say never. Keep asking for it. Y'all gotta keep asking for it. You got the legacy collections. Y'all kept asking for it. So I guess we just gotta keep complaining. We gotta keep complaining and let WB know that the license to everybody that gives us all those games. Definitely Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, Shadow Monks 2. Crossing my fingers, this is a success and that gets confirmed in the next year and a half, 2 years maybe. That would be nice. I think the direct quote is that is just not gonna happen at this point. Yeah, that's heartbreaking when you hear that. So take that for what you will. Now they cannot announce online lobbies and rooms yet, and this is the more or less actual quotes. So what I'm saying is that we can't announce it just yet. We're working through the details, and we're still trying to figure out exactly what we can and can't do. But I can't give you the vibe of what we're trying to approach. Realistically, we look at this era, and we're trying to stay very true to that arcade era. And we know that's really important. Getting friends sitting around the TV, having a bunch of people standing at an arcade machine. We really want to do lobbies where we want to do them very accurate and like appropriate for these times, so that we're paying proper homage to what these games are. And so that is kind of like the basis of what we're targeting. You can kind of say whatever you want from that, but that's kind of like our guide points for what we're trying to accomplish. That's again the quote when asked directly about online rooms, online lobbies. That makes me think that maybe we could hopefully one day have something, I don't know, kind of like Ground Blue where you walk around, or like Street Fighter where you walk around and you little avatar, it's like your game machine, you got next, you put your quarter on top or something. That would be super cool. That would be next level. Again, wishful thinking, it could just be a basic ass lobby, and that would be more than enough for me, given that Mortal Kombat 1 legit has no lobbies. Mortal Kombat 21 has lobbies, Mortal Kombat 1 does. So if they just replicate straight up my gamer tag, the title, combat card icon, and sit there with like 32 people, that would be perfect. That's all they have to do. Yeah, it would be nice to have some crazy aspect like we were talking about like a minute ago, but at this point, bro, no crossplay, no rooms. I'll take the bare minimum for me to get those features. Guys, that's essentially all I got for you all today. From all accounts from like Headlock Gaming and people there in attendance as well, Trilogy is playing really nice. There's several ways I could handle this video, and I'm just trying to keep it a buck. I ranted for like 20 minutes before this in my phone, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to try to be as normal as possible and not let my emotions take control here. Hey, what's up? It is your boy, Dynasty. This is more Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection news for you guys on the Sunday afternoon. Few things of note to discuss. Got some clarification on a bunch of questions that a lot of you guys, including myself, have been wondering over the past couple weeks and months since this game got announced. Turns out that IGN is on the showroom floor at EVO. They actually had a chance to interview Stephen Frost. There's like a 13-14 video up there like 9 hours ago. That leaked out a some extras I think are worth noting because they pretty much confirmed what I've been echoing saying as of late in regards to like the 3 era PS2 OG Xbox games that Alliance, Deception, and Shadow Monks. Yeah, you're not getting them yet, and again, I keep echoing this because it's what they keep saying. In particular, Stephen Frost, this is a success. By all means, it seems like there's going to be a second collection dedicated to all those games, and many of us wish we're in this legacy collection. Now, a more positive approach, when asked about Mythology, Sub-Zero, Special Forces, it does seem like those games probably going to be announced very soon. As for other games that still aren't announced, going to be announced, when asked about that, Stephen Frost kind of all confirmed to stay tuned to the next few Combat Tour dates. Gamescom in Germany in a couple weeks, PAX West in Seattle in a couple weeks. It really does sound like those 2 events will probably have new games being showcased there again on the event floor, similar to how we had Trilogy at EVO this entire weekend. Now, as for the definitely not bad news, super duper amazing, great, life-changing news that is by no means going to upset anybody at all. This news should affect nobody on the planet. The handheld Game Boy and Game Boy Advance ports in this collection are confirmed to not have online play. The online play is being saved for pretty much the arcade games in this collection. So if you were, like me, 0.5% of the player base who wanted to potentially play a lot of these weird, obscure ports of Mortal Kombat in some type of like online lobby, online tournament mode, keep it ill style, something that was keeping me hyped. Unfortunately, it's only local play. And the reason behind that is just because emulating that apparently would be way too hard, which is understandable. So you're not allowed to complain. If there's one thing I've learned over the last 24 hours as a fan of Mortal Kombat, especially if you're creating voicing your opinion, trying to fight the middle fight, is it's useless, you're dumb, and you should probably just shut up. At least I told over and over again, because apparently it's not bad news that the digital edition is launching months before the physicals get to your house. Apparently it's not bad news that there's no online crossplay at launch. Apparently it's not bad news that online lobbies don't exist. So anyways, with that said, I'm not being facetious. I'm sharing you guys new information, and boy oh boy, is it going to get you super excited. So to kick things off with all this great news, here's the confirmation that the handheld ports won't be getting any type of online play.
Very problematic. So from from online perspective, because the so no handheld online, no largest I had online just video console and arcade games also.
Great news, right? Definitely not bad news at all. I'm sorry, but if you're calling me crazy for hoping that the only time any of these games gets re-released after waiting since 2011 for a re-release and we don't have additional things added, I understand most of you guys are content with playing offline. Trust, I get that completely. Most of you guys only care about playing locally, by yourself, with your friends, with your family. I get it. Having this on modern consoles works for most people. However, I want to play these games online. I want to have something to play when MK2 sucks. I want to have something that is always going to be playable, which is why crossplay meant the world to me. When you start putting these lines in between consoles, that's how player pieces die. It's common sense. And again, if I don't complain, if I don't voice my opinion, it gets overlooked. It gets overlooked. So fuck it. If you're mad at me for voicing my frustrations and concerns, you're everything wrong with Mortal Kombat. God forbid! I wanted more for the fucking player base. God forbid! I wanted you guys to get your money's worth. It is insane. Some of you will lay over and say, yes, please. Thank you for just giving us the ports that I could definitely not just emulate on a million other devices. If all you want to do is play offline, I get that. However, please respect people's opinions and respect the fact that a lot of us want to compete in these games. That includes games like the handheld ports that now will never be played online, it seems. So, God, dude, it's tough. And I know I signed up for it, but fuck. When apparently missing features is not bad news, I just, that is the current fucking state of the community, bro. It's insane. And again, I get it. So you guys just want me to be cookie cutter, happy, positive. Oh, fuck yeah. Like, I'm still excited for this, right? But I just wanted more. I wanted this to be my forever Mortal Kombat Legacy collection. Just like some people wanted the free-air games, I wanted the online to be overhauled, so maybe these games could be played at EVO next year. Maybe these games could continue to finally flourish and find those players that have probably never played this or played like, wow, this gameplay port's awesome, this Deadly Alliance port's awesome. Like, wow, all these online features make me want to really play these games. I wanted more people to play Mortal Kombat, which is why I'm so fucking mad that I'm being told I'm a fucking crybaby. It's tattooed on me. I'll own it. But just know, when I'm fucking gone and I stop making Mortal Kombat content, ain't nobody gonna pitch as much as me. Nobody's gonna pitch it. It's because, well, if I don't, again, who will? Steven Frost watches my content. I'm done ranting. I'm keeping this in the video because I'm so fucking passionate about this. I can't just fucking wrap my head around some of you guys who want the bare minimum. But again, some of y'all love MK1. I digress. So yeah, there you go. For Max's interview, I'll have the link down below. Go watch it. Want to see some more trilogy gameplay? As for the other excerpts from IGN, here's the answer that pretty much, I guess you could tease the upcoming reveals at the upcoming Combat Tour events. Again, Mythology Sub-Zero, Special Forces. I'm still holding out hope for Mortal Kombat Gold. The core body is over 20 Mortal Kombat games in selection, and primary focus are the original arcade games of MK2, Ultimate MK3, MK3, MK4, and then along the way we're doing a large number of the homeports across both console and handheld, even including some of the more obscure models like 30 Wax and the Game Gear, which we have edited for the most part. So the main goal of that, why we're trying to include such a large diverse number of Mortal Kombat games, is because depending on who you are, you probably grew up playing Mortal Kombat games. You have this number of Mortal Kombat games around that time that I have noticed as part of the collection, like maybe Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero and Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Are those, they're not really fighting games, but they are still part of the Mortal Kombat universe. And so, yeah, it's interesting to bring those games in. I think we see a lot of times, there's a lot of thought that goes into designing games that include. And one of the rest, we try to include as many games as we can, and generally the only games that don't include are either technological or like emulation-based issues, licensing issues, or legal issues. So we're trying to include as many games. We have said that there are a number of games that we have not announced yet. Mortal Kombat Trilogy is the first of the announced games that we revealed. There's a number of variety of games. There over the next up is Gamecom, and then we have PAX, and so we'll be revealing more information about the game as well as those additional secret games in the weeks ahead. Right, same deal with the 3D Mortal Kombat and Deadly Alliance Inception, or trying to even more focus towards real classic. Yeah, I would say that fundamentally we're trying to stay focused in that arcade era because we have to start the story somewhere, and obviously Mortal Kombat, there's a huge number of games for like Mortal Kombat 9. But you can't just jump immediately to Mortal Kombat 9, especially from our perspective of telling the story from the beginning and moving forward. It's important for us to build a foundation of where this franchise came from and then build it there. And hopefully this release is as successful as we hope it will be, and that makes way for potentially more Mortal Kombat in the future. So boom, there you go. It does seem like because they got Trilogy emulated off this PS1 emulator, that the other PS1 games, Special Forces, their qualities are probably going to be in this. Again, if not, I would be shocked. Gold is the only one I'm kind of iffy on. Dreamcast 4 and Mortal Kombat 4. In the beginning of that video, he mentions what almost sounds like multiple MK4 in terms of like versions, but I think they might be looking too far into it. MK3 over MK4. He already said Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, so again, it is what it is. I don't know if that was a slip up or not, but yeah, man. Looking forward to seeing the other announcements, but I think at this point, this is probably as depressing, air quotes, of the questions we'll get. Because at this point, everything's already been asked. Thankfully, some people have actually asked the questions that should have been asked. And they've been upfront, they've been transparent. That's all you ask for, obviously. They know that people want online features, they know that people want crossplay, so okay, just like Mortal Kombat 1 in 6, 7, 8 months, that's something that gets implemented, but man, it's just fine to me how you can't be disappointed anymore. You can't expect more from people without being called the crybaby or negative Nancy. It's like marketing 101. If I want to sell more copies of the game, you know what I do? I purposely don't implement crossplay at launch because I gotta buy all these different copies to play my Switch friends, to play my Xbox friends, to play my PS5 friends. I mean, I literally had my PS5 and Mortal Kombat 1 on the PS5 just to play with the PS5 community that I have here on the channel because crossplay wasn't something we really wanted to get done at launch because of time constraints and what have you. It's just awfully way too convenient, and same thing for this. Convenient, no crossplay. Again, this time around emulation, I can get that main thing, but we'll see what happens. Guys, that's all I got for y'all today. I'm happy that this is still coming out, but again, ultimately, I just want this to be like the final mecca of Mortal Kombat, and it's not. Maybe in time it will be with all these updates if it gets updated, but there really seems like milking us with standard edition having slip covers via Atari only, the deluxe, the collector's edition having different contents, getting collectors liking the deluxe stuff. Like, they're really just saying like they're trying to build the player base as much as they can. It seems like WB is aware that the only thing that will sell like hotcakes is OG Mortal Kombat. And feeling like that, getting all this definitely not bad news. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, especially when the community's not fighting for improvements. You know, it's just a different time. If really all we were getting was standard netcode, no improvements in terms of like added features, why not just play all these games for free on like 5K? You know what I mean? Like you can emulate all these games, you can literally play units with all these assets like for free. You can literally play all these games for free. I have all these games on so many different devices. You know what I mean? Like legit, I understand this. Yeah. collection of games a million times over the years. So, again, it's supposed to be released out of the physical on these consoles, but it's tough to think that expecting more is irrational. So I'll leave it at that. I'm done with anything. I'm sure this is going to cause quite the controversy in the comment section. But thankfully, I can do this watching SummerSlam. So there you go, guys. That's all I got for you all today. Again, I highly suggest checking out both the interviews. I'll have a link down below. I think that's pretty much everything new in terms of content from the weekend. Obviously, if there's any news this week, I'll bring it to you. But I'm not going to sit here and just shit and pretend like everything's fine. But it's not. I'm sorry. I'm never going to sit here and chill, bro. I'm not. You know me, you want. Oh, what's up? It's Dynasty back at against more World Combat Legacy Collection news. I promise you today is going to be nothing but some good news. Some positivity hype, I promise. Turns out we actually have new footage of the showroom floor at EVO, or World Combat Trilogy, in case you missed it. Yeah, Trilogy, the PS1 version confirmed for Legacy Collection. Well, we got some footage from this new build of Trilogy, where you can clearly see that they made some improvements, in particular to Shang Tsung's work. I talked about it a few times over the weekend, and massive shout out to the Rexer show, because not only did he cite a few days ago because he was asking some really awesome questions in interview digital clips, but in that same video, we also get to see firsthand how there's legit zero delay now when transforming into characters using Shang Tsung Trilogy, something that back in the day was really annoying. We showed you guys actual footage when I played back in the day, straight up the game freezes, that it would transform Shang Tsung. So this has just been vastly improved. Again, Rexer show killed it with this video. And also, I got to get some more footage comparing the PS1 build trilogy to the Legacy Collection build trilogy. And this is in regards to the load times. MK Warehouse actually managed to grab footage from that showroom floor via Max and compared it to the OG PS1, I believe, PC build as well. You can see, though it's not as fast as PC, it's faster than the OG PS1 build. Again, okay, thumbs up. Funny enough, earlier today, I stumbled upon somebody who's already printing the Goro controller holder. I'm not kidding. It's already being pre-printed, which means that the files out there, you're probably going to have to splurge to have Goro holding onto your controllers. I'm pretty sure you guys all this stuff from over the weekend at EVO. Take 2 seconds, please drop a like on the video. Woo! Not expecting any of SummerSlam at all, so you guys all could be. I was blindsided. It was something. So, anyways, with that said, let's discuss Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Yes, that is the newly announced game. We missed a video from last night. We have 2 more events taking place very soon. We have Gamescom in Germany and we have PAX West in Seattle. Seems like you're probably getting 2 new games actually revealed at those shows. As for the third, I really don't know. I'm still thinking that Mythology, Sub-Zero, and Special Forces are probably a lot of this question again, and interviews over the weekend digital clips really seems to be happy with this PS1 port. They have working Trilogy, so that makes me think like if they use all the manpower and resources to get this PS1 emulator working, surely the other PS1 games are going to be included. As for that other game, that third final game, I've been saying it's probably Dreamcast version of Mortal Kombat 4, aka MK Gold. But again, we'll have to wait and see. I guess worst case scenarios. Maybe it's the N64 Forza Trilogy, which is shit show. But let's say at least some of the intro show you guys click to see the good news, the positive news. Okay, I think I've set this up good enough so you guys can actually see it in real time. This is like way back in the day. You're still playing the PS1 version Trilogy. That loading was not the video pause. That was how long it took to load to the battle. You can see here we have Shandy Randy against you and Free Song. And that's the game frozen as you morph into somebody. Yeah. I know some of you guys probably haven't played the PS1 build Trilogy in maybe like almost 30 years. That's what it used to be like. And then to morph back into Shandy Randy, the game's frozen again. So you definitely see how this is just extremely inconvenient in all facets of gameplay. Locally, it would have been online. Yeah, it would have been a shit show. So again, there's reason. It's insane. It's ridiculous. It's honestly a modern marvel to think that the game shit like this 30 years ago. And most people didn't really like too much. I actually never owned the PS1 version Trilogy. So for me, I have no sentimental value to this whole loading issue whatsoever. I know some of you guys, that was one of the first things you were hoping was fixed. But funny enough, it didn't take forever that time. Probably because it's the same character, I'm assuming. But yeah, occasionally when you morph into a character, the game will just take forever. That is no longer the case. I think that's probably enough for real time for you guys and I have a general idea of what's possible. Okay, so we hope you guys all here's the official but all it is, not only videos gameplay, but actual now, this is actually interesting because I'm pretty sure these digital clips that this interview is certainly commentary on this while it's happening, so we hope you just listen to what's being said. Again, massive shout out to the Rexer Show. If you don't go show Rexer Show some love in the description of this video by watching this full interview, so that gameplay right there in the description of this video. I'm going to cast you to Outworld. It's not a good Outworld from MK1. This is Outworld ran by Shao Kahn. So go show Rexer some love because honestly, you're going to see actual footage there on the showroom floor. Confirming that digital clips wasn't lying when he said it was drastically improved the loading times. Now, it's not just gameplay. It's even just loading into matches. Now, shout out to MK Warehouse. We're doing my boy, my friend Al, came out and said this right here. Mortal Kombat Trilogy loading time comparison from main menu to character select screen. Now, right here is the most recent build trilogy, the one you'll be getting if you buy the Legacy Collection. Bottom right is the PC version of Trilogy, and right here is the OG being emulated on a PS1 emulator. Let's see just how much faster Legacy Collection is in comparison to what a lot of you guys probably remember from damn near 30 years ago. Here goes nothing. Are you ready? Oh yeah, the race is on. So instantly, it seems like both the PC and Legacy Collection. Meanwhile, the OG PS1 took you 9 seconds. Wow. Those are the final numbers right now. 9 seconds, which is only half a second more or less slower than the PC version, which will always be the fastest and best, which is how it is. But 9 seconds brought down to 2. That is a big improvement. It's not even just the gameplay, guys. It's small things like this. The quality of life, you're essentially playing. There is a PC version. It's insane just how much of a difference this is. If you think this is a big deal, you're about to freak out because the next video that MK Warehouse shared is even more of a massive. So again, in case you forgot, this is going to be the Legacy Collection build of the Trilogy PS1 version. This is PC. This is the OG from way back in the day. Let's see just how bad it was. I think some of you guys are going to freak out because it's pretty drastic. So on the PC, matter of seconds. Only a matter of seconds. 7 seconds. Then on Legacy Collection, 9 seconds. Then on the OGS one, you got damn near the whole game. The match almost finished. The title is about to be started, and you still haven't loaded in the game, obviously. Like 22 seconds, bro. 22 seconds compared to 7 on PC and 9 in the Legacy Collection. So yeah, man, it's been vastly sped up, improved. Feature cinema. That is amazing. To think that back then you could damn near eat a whole ass sandwich before you actually started fighting is insane again. Oh goodness. And the fact that just a few seconds off from the PC version, dude, that's such a W. Look at that. 2 seconds or less of a difference from the PC version to what we're getting in a matter of weeks and months. Wow. I can't believe it would take you that long. I mean, the Shen Sun Wars are pretty insane with the delay. This is almost just as bad. So yeah, I'm on Cloud9 is awesome news. So yeah, those are the changes you'll be getting if you buy the Legacy Collection.
Okay. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? That's good. I feel a little sick. Oh. Fine. And my throat? Yeah. That was a pain. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? No. No? Quiet? It's too far. Okay, one moment. See. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Alright, so I said that my throat, I have hurts. Do you understand? No, no, no. We, no, we switched. We switched to it's okay. Alright. So, Hannah, may you go on the Google Doc, please? That's okay. I can send you over. Okay. One moment, please. Where did you say? You see that? Okay. Alright, so where did you finish? You told me? Yes, what please? Yes, what please? Is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Alright. Um, let's see how much difficult for you. A little bit. And if you type this somewhere or like, oh, real. Oh, okay. Is it possible for you to copy and paste here? Hannah? Oh, I see. Right here. So this is for option one. Okay. For this one, you prepared to speak, yes? Did you record yourself? Did you listen? Did you sound good or good? I see. Okay. All right. So I'd like for us to go over this together. Okay. Please read after me. I want to talk about a dance performance I saw. Yes. You could add this to something in the person. Okay, so now let's not let's say read after me. This means do X after me. Does that make sense? Yes. So this means do the reading after me. If I say, for example, oh, drink after me, that means I drink first, and then you drink next. Does that make sense? Yeah, so read after me. After me means do this after me. Okay? Okay, so next one. I want to talk. Okay, you have to fix it. You don't say, I want to talk my favorite kid now. I don't literally say, I want to talk about. Okay? Why? If we look here, let's see, I'll add the notes important. So, talk my. That does not work. Why? Okay, let's say eats my food. Does that work? Yes. Both are verbs. Yes. Although they're different. Okay? When we talk, this is as a riff about or to. Usually. Does that make sense? Okay, great. So every time you have talk, remember you use with, about, or to. What does this look like? Okay. I want to talk with you. Does that make sense? I want to talk about. Do you understand this? I want to talk to you. Do you understand the difference or no? Mm-hmm. This is difficult, yes? Yes. And that's good. You will understand how we're talking. Are you ready? Okay. So you see this here? If you look at talk to, this is the most normal one, okay? And very, very straight, okay? And we talk, okay? I talk to you, you talk to me, right? And we're focusing on talking and listening. Does that make sense? So for example, I need to talk to you about your report, right? So for example, let's see, Kiana, Do you talk to your family every day? Okay, great. Now let's look at talk with. So talk with is more like partner, more like half half. Talk to is more focused on me. I talk to you, I do the action. So focus on me. Does that make sense? Talk with means, for example, I talk with you. That means equal, more equal. Does that make sense? That's what more balance means. More balance means equal. Equal, do you understand equal? Okay, for example, let's see. Okay, can you tell me what is the money name in Korea? Yeah, won. Okay, how much won for one US dollar? 10,300 equals one won. Okay, so 10,300 equals one won. No. Okay, so let me show you. Here's the thing. Let's say $100. This is a lot of money. A big number, right? 140,000 won. So 140,000 won equals $100. Means same. Okay. But if I say 140,000 US dollars not equal 140,000 won. Yeah? They're different. So not equal. Okay. How tall are you? Okay. You're 170, I'm 177. We are not equal, right? They're different. Okay? So more balanced conversation, speaking, talk with means we speak equal. Do you understand? Now talk about, this is, we focus on subject, topic. For example, let's say you and I, we talk about this thing, which is Chikala, right? Okay. If we focus on Chikala and say, oh, let's talk about Chikala. I'm not talking to you, I'm not talking with you about anything. We talk about Chikala, right? Focus on Chikala. You have a cat, yes? Okay. So I want you to talk about your cat really quickly. Yes, talk about your cat. Your cat is what? That's okay. Okay, that's good. Yes, your cat is a pet. All right. Now, can you talk with your cat or no? No. You can talk to your cat. So remember, if you say something to your cat, if you say to your cat, oh, I had such a bad day, I'm so tired, I'm very hungry, can you say this to your cat? You can talk because talk to focuses on you, right? And the cat listens. Okay? So talking with the cat, you don't meow, right? If you can meow, then maybe you can talk with your cat. Okay? Now you just told me your cat is a pet. You talked about your cat. Does that make sense? Okay. So Anna, I want you to give me an example. You can talk to, talk with, and talk about. This is maybe different, and we will practice together. To talk to, talk with, and then talk about. I want you to make examples. Okay? Please type that. If you need help, please ask. Hello? Remember, you see this here, Anna? You see. Good job. Talk to the space. Good, good. That's perfect. You're good so far. You're good. I'm going. You're doing good. Okay. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Um, is this difficult? Okay. There's a small grammar rule that is important that we understand. Okay. There's many different grammar points that we should practice. This might be difficult. Don't worry on time. You will do better and better. So here, if you look at this, there's another part. You see. Okay. So we have to connect these two. You see, Like talk. Like talk. What are these? These are verbs. Yes. Want talk. These are verbs. Yes. Because these are verbs next to each other, that's not okay. Alright? So here, if you look at the Greek translation, maybe you can understand. Sometimes we have a first verb, right? And this tells us what do we feel. Okay? So for example, Cameron, you want to eat pizza. Okay? I want to eat pizza. Doesn't work. You need to connect. It's not a verb. So you say, I want to eat pizza. Okay? I like to watch movies. Okay? So do you see this here? Page 10. Please read. So we need to make sure always that we have two in the middle of first verb, second verb. You understand? Please read this. Okay, great. So now do me a favor, please. May you correct number 2 and 3? Right now, this is not right. So can you add the word? Yes, you can see. Read number 2. This is wrong, yes. Why? Yes, so please put 2 inside. Now, this is very easy. Look, yes. You see, I want to talk. You look here, you have want, and like you need to. If there's a second verb, you need to add to. So please add to. Good. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Next one for sentence number 3. Okay, now that's easy. Yes. All right. So please tell me about talk to. What is your sentence? Please read. Good, good, good. All right. So do you understand talk to, talk with, and talk about? Okay. Now I want you to give me more of an example. Talk to. If you and I talk, but you talk more and I listen more, which one? Talk to, talk with, talk about. What do you do? Talk to, talk with, talk about. Yes. Now if you and I talk, and it's equal. Talk to, talk with, talk about. Good. Now you just tell me about a subject. Is that what is that? Good job, good job. So who do you like to talk with? Anna? Let me ask you this question again. So who do you understand? Who do you like to talk with? Remember, like to talk. So this means talking you like. Okay, so who do you like to talk with? Your boyfriend. So we would say my boyfriend. Alright. Now, does your boyfriend like to talk to you, talk with you, talk about you? So not talk with you, just talk to you. Okay. Alright. So your boyfriend talks to you. What does he talk about? Yes. So for example, you and I talk, right? And then you tell me about your cat. So you talk about your cat. Your boyfriend talks to you. What does he talk about? Does he talk about work, food? What does he talk about? Oh, so he talks about work. Okay. Now let's look at this here. Imagine. You understand imagination? Okay, so let's use imagination. Okay, this is the subject. Jumping, right? Okay. If you talk to Kim Jong-un, what do you talk about? Hmm? Do you understand it? Okay. So if you talk to Kim Jong-un, what do you talk about? Here's an example. If I talk to Kim Jong-un, I talk about why is he so fat? Okay. So now this is your turn. I want you to use this style, alright? So let me add the color. Actually, no. All. So here, right? It doesn't get changed this. So go ahead and type your answer. Yo, no. You talk to people. You never talk to them. So Kim Jong-un is listening. Evil is okay. Alright? Evil is okay. I thought you would say so. He is ugly, right? Your boyfriend is handsome. Yes, maybe. But your boyfriend does not look like you don't like this is not equal. Oh, your boyfriend is a white boy. Oh, is he a tall white boy or not? How old is he? 13? 36? Wow. Wow. Okay. How old is Kim Jong Un? Let me see. Let me see. Mm, Kim Jong Un is 41. So your boyfriend is 5 years younger than Kim Jong Un. Okay, cool, cool. All right. White boy. Nice. Now, so you talk to Kim Jong Un about it. Okay. Imagine. Okay. Next subject. All right. Next one. Let's see. We have. Okay. The subject is God. Okay. If you talk with God, what do you talk about? So this should be what do you two talk about? Because people, right? What do you talk about? Here's an example. If I talk with God, we will talk about mm, you understand? Okay. Yes. I'm looking at him right now. He does have a nose. Yeah. It's not so nice. Right. Mm, yes. Mm, yes. So, what do you talk about with God? What do you talk about? Please answer. Uh, or you're talking to God, so there's heaven, no? Yeah, if you talk with God, then there's heaven. Maybe. Okay. All right, nice. Now, Shanna, are you Christian or no? Please tell me, why are there so many Christians in South Korea? Is is there a Korean religion or no Korean religion? What is religion? Religion is like Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism. Is there Korean religion? Wow. Okay, that's nice. So nothing like Japanese Shinto, nothing like Chinese Confucianism or Taoism. Okay. So most people in Korea have no religion. Half and half. So like people, no religion. Okay, nice. Now, here's a question for you. Do you talk about North Korea with your family or no? No. Okay. So that's question one. Okay. Next one. Okay, question two. Anna, do you talk about McDonald's with your boyfriend? Or no? Okay, then okay. What do you talk about? Yeah. Oh, about his day, about dates. Like you go on a date, go to dinner, go to movie, go to picnic or something. Oh, really, where does he live? Mm-hmm. How far? That's crazy. Okay. Crazy is not the bad meaning for it. Yeah, right. So he loves you. How long do you date? Wow, that's brand new. Okay, he doesn't know. All right, let's see. So, Hannah, you did not finish your homework. Don't worry. Don't worry. Um, are you ready for the homework? Yeah. Okay. not done yet. So, there's also the Korean involved with this in part one. You're gonna talk to two about okay? When you can use to look at that. Does that make sense? Part two, you're gonna also add to, right? So for example, I want to eat pizza, right? Not I want. Then for the next part, that's learning new words. Okay? It's curious, creative, inspiring, and entertaining. I want you to make one unique sentence for curious, creative, inspiring, and energetic. Okay? Do you have any questions? Yes, please. All right, now let me see. Okay, we're not done with the homework, so later. Okay, remind me, substitute. Yeah. Okay. Are you good? Was today difficult or no? Okay, cool. Yes, I'm starting to feel more and more sick. My arms are very cold. Are your arms cold or no? I'm so cold. My body, yeah. You touch and it's very cold. Cold body. Okay. What is that? It's like what I do. What I do that you get better, feel better. It's like that. Do I take medicine? Go to sleep or feel better? Maybe you can tell me next time. Okay. So, Kana, what are your plans after? Yes. Wow. All right. You have fun. All right. I will see you next time. Okay. You said good night. Good night. I'm tired. Dang it. I was tired. That's terrible.